Daily Horoscope, the 17th of December 2016. Daily Horoscope for Aries. Ruling planets: Mars, Pluto. If you are contemplating an independent business venture, make sure you have incorporated excellent clauses in the document. You may also need to factor in the multiple roles that you will play in the initiative. If you feel you've been banging your head against a wall because someone won't cooperate, stop it and take some positive action. You can probably complete the task alone. Reaching back into the past can help you understand the present, but if you continually block memories or purposely distract yourself with less than desirable habits which numb your mind and feelings, you'll never find resolution or inner peace. Looking at the past, even those bad experiences, in a compassionate way can help you now. When people who count don't understand you, it could really get to you. Patience is the only way to deal with this. Daily Horoscope for Taurus. Ruling planets: Venus. If you are too progressive and forward-thinking for your peer group, you may be ridiculed and dismissed. Think your own thoughts, but be careful who you tell them to. Some small talk, a cup of coffee with a friend and some light-hearted banter is just what the doctor ordered today. Simple pleasures will be enough. This period may be spent trying to settle disputes or putting your affairs in order. Be wary, however, as you may have a tendency now to be overzealous when talking to others or not exhibiting enough restraint in certain situations. Things may look grim because of some new protocols that are in place in your work sphere. Adaptation is your key word today. Sticking to a plan or schedule, however, is not going to be very easy at this time, so be as flexible about this as you can be. Horoscope for Gemini. Ruling planets: Mercury. If you are a parent, be vigilant with your children. There could be activities and behaviors that slip by your attention. Reassert your authority. If you are having problems with friends, today is a good time to look at the source of these issues. Listen to others' feedback to help you in this matter. Dealing with your past and some of the intense emotional milestones of your life may be overwhelming now, but unless you deal with those issues you can't move forward and will only bog yourself down. The usual approach is to sweep these memories under the rug, especially when they start to percolate and demand your attention for release. This is the work at hand now, and you should view this as a cathartic process to help you become more peaceful and integrated within yourself. Daily Horoscope for Cancer. Ruling planets: Moon. Avoid those who are bigoted and narrow-minded. Even though you will try to broaden their horizons, you will fail. A beautiful environment is what you need right now to help make your life less complicated. Try to appreciate the simple things in life rather than confusing the issue. Today is a day for again deepening your interest in friendships, but you need to also include your family in some of these events. There's a crossover between family and social life, but don't expect this to be a bed of roses. You may go out of your way to impress others, but remember, all that glitters is not gold. You may not receive the accolades you'd hoped for. Try to be more subtle in conveying what you think are your better points today. Daily Horoscope for Leo. Ruling planets: Sun. Some fortuitous opportunity may arise now due to an introduction by a friend. You should investigate this thoroughly and not feel as if you're simply using other people for your own gain. If you are respectful and express gratitude for these new connections, no harm will come. In fact, showing your gratitude will open up even more doors from your friends and unexpected sources as well. Surprises may be in store for you, and there should mainly be good tidings. Someone who calls, asks you out, or strikes your fancy may also be one of those surprises. This could also indicate an encounter with someone who is in the news media, police department, or legal field. You have an interest now in pursuing environmental issues and also looking at how your own health may be affected by your living space, the chemicals and other substances that are associated with your lifestyle. Daily horoscope for Virgo. Ruling planets, Mercury. Your mind is active and clear now, and communications are successful, but only if you are diplomatic and prepared to listen to other people's side of the story. You are as usual critical and not particularly trusting at the moment. Expect messages, frequent calls and short trips in abundance, so manage your diary a little more carefully under these transits. You may be very active now for practical purposes. Adjustments in schedule require calls and transport rearrangements. You may have a change of heart on some philosophical position you held dear for a long time. Your mental dragon is fiery now. Just don't singe those around you with your caustic tongue. Hey, it's great for the debate team, but ripping up others leaves you feeling wiped out. With so much mental energy buzzing around you, you can dare to say that something you've guarded in your heart and drive your point home. Daily horoscope for Libra. Ruling planets, Venus. If you are being governed by someone who is lazy, your discretion is necessary to point out the error of their ways. If you sense something is wrong and someone is causing you a heartache, you must trust your intuition. Communication at the moment will be more about what's not said than what is. How to deal with the talkative pest today. Hurting their feelings by telling them to shut up is harder than listening to the incessant cacophony of noise that seems to talk circularly about nothing at you. You could sit there and listen with your artificial smile. You could try pretending you need to go to the bathroom. Hey, why not just try being straightforward and say silence is golden? In other words, shut the F up. Sometimes you've got to be blunt, and this is the only way to regain peace of mind, even if it is at the expense of insulting someone, in their mind anyhow. Daily horoscope for Scorpio. Ruling planets, Pluto, Mars. If you are in a position where you manage people, be detailed in the way you supervise them. If you don't, you'll be the one who will have the finger of blame pointed at you. If you're home or job hunting, today is a day when you could find success in the form of an offer or a referral. Settle for no less than what you believe is fair. Your mind will be concerned, if not worried, about some financial matter that you can't quite work out. You'll need to tire yourself out, because going to bed early may simply see you going over and over the numbers without any final resolution and little sleep. And one last thing, if you're not clear on the legal or accounting procedures surrounding this issue, why waste good thought power on it? Get some expert help. Daily horoscope for Sagittarius. Ruling planets, Jupiter, Neptune. Be practical about executing your creative vision. You may be too idealistic to make your dreams a reality, so clarify your plan. Taking up a new hobby, particularly an artistic one, will be exciting and bring you in touch with a new social circle. Use common sense and good judgment in your personal and professional affairs during this time. There may be a tendency to overextend your energies toward far-reaching goals, which causes you to avoid responsibilities in your current work or social involvements. You can underestimate the quantity of time and effort needed to accomplish your projects. You'll receive lots of gossip today through the internet or electronic devices. This will reflect the narrow-minded thinking of the people who are sending this information. You may need to exclude some of this to free up your time. Daily horoscope for Capricorn. Ruling planets, Saturn, Uranus. You may try to skimp and save by buying cheap services or products, only to find out later that the quality is lacking. An exercise in saving money today may well turn out to cost you far more than if you'd spent a little extra at the outset. If you're the imaginative type, You could mesmerize others with your words and demeanor at this present time. Your heart goes out to those with troubles, and you understand their plight. You're also psychic and have the ability to pick up on the subtleties of what's going on in the other person. Be careful you don't get used or abused by being the nice guy when you should know better. If you had a problem of your own, you're also able to somehow magically figure out a solution now. Daily horoscope for Aquarius. Ruling planets: Uranus, Saturn. Be wary of an advisor who appears to be high and mighty but in fact is actually crawling beneath any sort of integrity. You'll know the individual by the excessive promises they offer. Your job may take you outside of your normal locale. This gives you the opportunity to explore social or cultural interests. Your emotional happiness may be temporarily disrupted, but this is simply because of your own projection on others. Try not to read something into others' words that just isn't that, because this will complicate your life and cause people to step away from you. Rather try to see what's good and noble in the other person, and even if they're a little difficult or mean, don't react, as this is the supreme way of dealing with and teaching others the correctness of their behavior. Remember, actions always speak louder than words. Daily horoscope for Pisces. Ruling planets: Neptune, Jupiter. You may feel as if your freedom is being threatened and can overreact to anything that feels like a restraint. If you are willing to move carefully, though, you can use this time to find a way to make the unusual or the exciting real for you. Just keep moving steadily and try not to be impatient. You may have to confront someone, and doing so may require a re-education of sorts. Be frank with them if you feel you are unable to do it. As long as you are honest, you can't go wrong even if they do retaliate. There are prospects for an exciting and nicely challenging day today, but only if you make an effort to clean up that backlog of work.